Grief can bring us closer to our inner selves, especially if we've experienced like a loss of a loved one or a pet or even a future that we thought was going to happen, right? Like going through a divorce is a great example where you think that a certain future is going to be the way things play out. And then suddenly, maybe not so suddenly, things change. And even if you try to salvage the relationship, you're still 50%. And just because you did everything right or gave it your all or tried your best doesn't mean that you win all the time, right? And doesn't mean that maybe the other person doesn't feel the same way. Maybe they have their eyes on another person. Maybe you have your eyes on ambitions that they know they can't come along with. These are just some examples of moments in which we kind of get torn down to our core. And the grief and emotional processing, sometimes it brings out with it things that we've held inside. False beliefs about ourselves and the world, maybe even. It also can give us a sense of urgency that says, hey, you don't have much longer. Like all of us only have, 80 plus years if we're lucky. There's certain milestone pressures that we have as well, too, where it's like, well, you're supposed to have kids by 30s or whatever, right? And so it leaves us sometimes with this feeling and this thought of everything is happening too fast. Everything was slipping from my fingers. And now that I have the blank slate, or now that I am keenly aware of just how much time I have left, what am I going to do with it? Sometimes it gives you this new perspective, kind of like the hanged man in Harrow. And in those moments, the insight that you can gain from it can be invaluable and it can change your life. I would like to think that we can also bring about those moments in ourselves with intention. And so you don't have to go through a big loss in order to see things clearly. Sometimes you can sit down and dedicate a couple days to really just looking at your life and saying, if my life looks the same as it does next year at this time of year, would I be happy? Would I have felt like I grew? Would I feel like I'm accomplishing the things that I want and developing the skills I'd like to? And sometimes just those simple questions can make us realize that the answer is no.